Oh, champ. It looks like Wack 100 single-handedly has destructed the public image of Big U by way of lie telling. All right. There's been a few videos they dropped that have went incredibly viral. All right. Shaming Big U, but at the same time, pointing out that Wack 100 has been lie ratting for the most part on Big U and other people. I want y'all to hit the like button. I want y'all to share the video. But before we get into it, we do have to run the theme music. Salute to the chat. Let's get it. Let's go. All champ.
Live the life of a fly nigga until the day I die. To the death for my niggas, we run the NY like Diddy in the marathon, blowing on the marijuana, sipping on the Perrion. Got a million niggas marching like Farrakhan, and a couple $1 million worth of jury on. With the Yankee New Eras on, and the blue Paracons, hopping out the coupe that I just put in terrors on. No need to carry on with the 6 series on. I'm at the Rucker game, cheering J Terry on. The chicks came through just to get near a dawn. I take them out the park just like Mary Bonds and slide on home, ride on chrome. At the same time, getting tongue tied on dome. All eyes been on me for quite some time now. First in the hood, I slice them dimes down. Then in the studio, I write them rhymes now. I still got an infrared sight them nines down. I live the life of a fly nigga until the day I die. To the death for my niggas, we run the NY. Yeah, street fam shit, you heard? Come on! Baba better! Return! The PLK! We heavy on the hydro and heavy on the hip. Speed of mind like Angeletti in my shit. 08 Gelato, man, I hollow niggas up. Bottle after bottle, models following the truck. What? The hood, Mr. Champion. Cause everybody dancing and these bipolar niggas keep talking until you answer them. Somebody's amping them. I fuck around and trample them. Slosh them by accident. I never shake your hand again. You shopping off the mannequin. Dropping 20 grand again. Copping while they scrambling. I make it back gambling. Your girl look like a gremlin. And mine look like a diamond. A stiletto or a Timlin. Should pop up on your mind. Mind your own fucking business. Don't be nosy and get hurt. Buried holy in the dirt from a word over the chirp. I'm nothing like these other niggas. All my clothes fit. And now I walk around wearing bags like a chick. Niggas talking birds and ain't never seen a brick. You either down or you not. Ain't no in between the shit. If you want to be respectful, I may let you clean the whip and get nosebleed tickets to the show. Fucking prick. My cake bigger. I'm a 718 nigga. You a snake nigga. 1 foot over the gate nigga. Just wait nigga. Cowards don't last long. Get blast on. Bare face or with a mask on. Your ass gone. Don't come through here without your pass on. Ain't throwing 2 G's up, so you ain't got the ass on. All these niggas want nice things, Bentley arranged out. And I ain't seen who big with his boys since he came out. I bet he traded that in for some wheels, cause the shapes change every couple years and they ill. It might not be necessary, that's just how I feel. Nigga, you don't like me, die slow, pop a pill. You ain't got a career, just cause you got a deal. Half of the niggas told they'll come out, never will. On the real, these cupcake niggas know the deal. My goons give out the wounds, you don't wanna feel. Heavy on the dollars and heavy on the clips. Riding through Manhattan, all black and on pith. All black Ferrari and I'm probably with your bitch. Nothing on my mind more than how to get rich. We heavy on the hydro and heavy on the hip. Speed of mind like Angeletti in my shit. 08 Gelato, man, I hollow niggas up. Bottle after bottle, models follow in the truck. What?
It's the man. Welcome, Showface News. You can call me what you want, just don't call me woke. You now rocking with the town favorite, Showface News. It's Big Gotham. You already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure y'all share the video. Gang, we back again with another one. Look, man. Wack 100 and single-handedly tried to make Big U look like the worst person in the world. All right? All of these narratives have finally caught up to, I guess you could say, regular society or general YouTube and internet people, all right? So there's a few creators that had some videos. One being Moxie Approved, who dropped the video saying, hey, man, Big U might be one of the most evilest people in the hip-hop circuit, period. I want y'all to hit the like button and share the video. We're going to jump into it. Salute to the chat. Let's get it. Let's go. All champ.
where gang culture and hip-hop intersect, one name looms large: Eugene Big U Hindley. A feared and respected street general, Big U's influence extended from the block to the music industry, dictating who could move safely and who had to pay.
But if you don't check it in, oh well.
For years, feds claim he leveraged his reputation to navigate hip-hop's elite, brokering deals, offering protection, and controlling careers, all under the guise of being a peacemaker. To some, he was a mentor, while others portrayed him as a predator.
He jumped on me while I was pregnant, beat me up.
Now, see, that person right there works with Wack 100. Seen that chick right there? Another liar. Somebody working with Wack 100. See, what y'all don't realize about Wack is that he also has people that work with him to push these narratives, gang. He been trying long and hard to destroy certain names in the rolling 60s, starting with Nipsey Hussle. If y'all remember, he would continuously disrespect Nipsey Hussle, all right? Back in like 2019, 2018, he would consistently disrespect Nipsey Hussle, say that he's not a legend, who keeps calling him a legend. It went from that to say that Nipsey Hussle had a borderline mook tape that was out there with his baby mother and another grown man, and so on and so forth. He even went as far as to say that Nipsey had an alleged mook tape, all right, in the stash and all this nonsense. This is where it all began. It went from that to him trying to completely destroy Big U's public image with a bunch of narratives. Run up these lights, gang. We gonna keep it going.
Enforcing a harsh reality, checking in wasn't an option. It was a necessity. From enforcer to industry power player and the accusations that haunt him.
You telling me that it's coincidental that Big U just so happened to be sitting in that Roscoe's when P&B Rock got murdered?
He wasn't there. That's another lie. Wack 100 used Luce Cannon to lie and say he was in that Roscoe's. First and foremost, not only did your boy Luce Cannon lie, he also said that he went to the Roscoe's that was on Broadway. Well, that's the wrong Roscoe's. The Roscoe's where P&B Rock got unalive that was on Manchester and Maine. It was not on Broadway. So he even got the location wrong. So he's a terrible liar, all right? Big U also was not there. The only notable time that people know that Big U was at the Roscoe's or Manchester and Maine was to save T.I.'s son, because T.I.'s son was in that Roscoe's when he shouldn't have been in that Roscoe's. No celebrity should ever be in that Roscoe's. Every Roscoe's in LA is not safe. Facts. Go to the Drink Champs podcast where Big U was there, and he said it himself. He went to that exact Roscoe's because T.I.'s son was in there, and he had to get him out of there to save T.I.'s son. Put up these likes, smash the like, share video. We gonna keep it going though. Let's continue.
The suspect then shot the victim multiple times.
This is the story of power, fear, and control, not only in the streets, but hip-hop as well. Did Big U guide artists to success, or was he the very force they needed to escape?
And I don't think nobody is safe.
Known for taking fades and holding ground, particularly at a popular gang hangout, World on Wheels, the 6'5", over 200-pound martial artist was a freak of nature that loved to brag about never losing a fair one.
I've been doing martial arts since I was 9 years old. I've been fighting in the streets. That's why you always heard about me.
Is being 6'5" really a freak of nature? I mean, I'm not saying there's a lot of people that's 6'5", but bro, there's gang members that's even taller and bigger than that, if we being honest. You know what I'm saying? I think people are dragging this story, man. I think people are trying to drag this to make Big U look like somebody he's not. Like y'all comparing him to Debo and all this nonsense. I mean, I'm not saying that he wasn't, crazy in the street or whatever the case may be, but y'all trying to make it look like this guy was a complete kingpin, that he needed to be an ADX somewhere. Like he was really out here wild and different. Like, no. Especially not currently like that. Like, come on, man. Big U about to be 60 soon. Just saying, all right? At some point, this has to stop, right? I'm just saying. And by the way, to the Glazer that said that I'm wrong, champ, you don't know what you're talking about. That person was working with Wack 100 directly. You're not gonna tell me something that I personally know. If you don't got the facts, it's best that you might want to keep quiet unless you like hugging a shadow. You ever hug something that wasn't physical? Well, it starts now, champ. You're gonna hug and get your shoulders together. I'm just saying. You're gonna start hugging non-physical things like your shadow. If this nonsense continues. Run up these lights, gang. Let's keep it going.
Smashing things at World on Wheels. No losses.
His reputation preceded him.
I mean, they say I had a loss when I know I had a loss when I was 15 against 1. And they called the police and I went to jail. I don't know nobody go to jail if they was the loser.
Many of you were first introduced to Big U's character and street representation unknowingly. In the movie Friday, the character Debo was created and inspired by Big U's hood legacy.
I was tripping, man. You want me to ask for my bike back? You know I wouldn't trip. What bike?
He's, I told you, I pulled that from Big U. I used him as my background of what I wanted this character to be perceived. Because the whole thing about how bad this guy was.
Yes, I did inspire the Devo character. Yes.
When the movie was in theaters, Eugene Henley was in the middle of serving a state sentence on robbery charges. When he was released back into the streets, he would proceed to reestablish his mark in Los Angeles in numerous ways.
Henley, better known as Big U, founded Developing Options to create viable solutions for our youth who believes that the street life is the only life they can have. Please help me welcome Big U to your world. Yeah.
Developing Options was his charity organization dedicated to the rehabilitation of gang members in a positive manner of attempting to give the youth other options than gangbanging.
Developing Option was a birth child of mine, and what we want to do was reach the youth and impact gang violence. My whole sole purpose was to impact the gang violence in LA. What can I do and how can I help to stop our kids from killing each other? So when I was in prison, I used to hear about my partners doing sports programs, and then I was trying to figure out what was lacking. So I had an idea with what the city was already trying to implement in the gang program to say that let me come home and bring the different gangs that's warring with each other together to where they have to work in the same organization.
Outside of that, he formed a record label, Unique Music, where he would manage and sign artists attempting to use his street prowess to penetrate the music industry. He will begin to...
Hold on, somebody said Bricc Baby got poked in the feds today. Where did you see that at? Anybody confirming that? I'm just asking because you never know. Some people really just be trolling. But if anybody got any backstory on that, feel free to swing it to the man. All right, on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, what have you. By the way, if it's true, run up these likes, gang. We gonna keep it going.
To make connections with out-of-town mainstream artists where he would allegedly provide protection for these artists who really couldn't remain relevant in the industry without visiting and doing business in the Los Angeles area. But that came with a price.
And we shouting out to my boy, this Big U and Corrupt on the set of Corrupt Video, streetgangs.com, you know we love you.
Some of the artists he would connect with early were Corrupt, all the way to the likes of T.I. These connections were not hard to establish because all these artists had to do is ask any gang member from the Los Angeles area. It could be said that there's no way you can be considered a relevant gang member in LA without knowing who Big U was. From there, stories will begin to trickle out online where his reputation would become known. One major moment is when Henley was jumped by Samoan security guards who who ignorantly mishandled Henley, not knowing they were dealing with one of the most well-known violent gangsters to ever run the streets of LA.
Look, I'm from Warner Brothers. You say so. Don't touch him again. He's dead. All that pumping don't do nothing. Don't touch him again. Are you trigger happy too? We not. You trigger happy? TMZ, put it out.
This situation spiraled to where a standoff would occur between gang members and LAPD caught on camera. It got so out of control that they begged Big U to inform the crowd that the police were not the ones that caused injury.
Who did that to you? Who did that to you? Please. They fucked you up. Your people who did it.
This situation with the club, who employed these security guards to issue out a payment worth more than 6 figures for the situation to go away.
200-300 dudes came to Hollywood. And the dudes from every set in LA really stood up because from every set, there was a lot of violence against just clubs and security against clubs, and people expected 4 or 5 people to die. So we ended up shutting Hollywood down. We had to meet with the powers that be. You know, we had sat down with the owners of the Supper Club. They wrote me a check for over $200,000.
One well-known relationship he had was with one who he would use his connections with to secure a deal for, one from his own Crip card, Nipsey Hussle. The two had a very polarizing story that would haunt him, even to this day. The story would be filled with misunderstandings and gang politics where the two would have frictions over issues as small as studio equipment and family disputes, to the point where they both famously participated in a Thunderdome, which is an in-house disagreement that would be settled with 2 factions squaring off in a fight that ended with allegedly Eugene getting the best of Nipsey, leading to Nipsey's brother, Black Sam, ending the confrontation by shooting in the air. Officers patrolling the area would hear these shots and respond, leading to Black Sam getting arrested on the spot. Some would say this whole deal got out of hand after Nipsey dropped a diss song about Henley called You Don't Have a Clue.
That they did have smoke. That's a fact. Yeah, there was some smoke. Yeah, listen, man. Y'all gotta realize something. And I said this time and time again, bro. Everybody that's in the set is not cool, bro. Everybody that's in the set is not cool. And every set got their own cliques and everything, all right? Just know that. Yeah, there could be friction. Now, the reason why Nip passed away ain't got nothing to do with Big U. It's a whole different issue that Nip got with Shitty Cuz. Facts. Whole different problem, right? Bricc Baby and Shitty Cuz little homie, Black Sam, Wyatt, Bricc Baby Joe, and all that. You dig? So that's a whole different beef that ain't got nothing to do with Big U. It don't got nothing to do with him. You dig? Salute to Jay Williams in the chat. He said, just because we from the same hood don't mean we are best friends. It's that simple. There might be somebody in your hood you don't like, just speaking in general, might not be gang related. But there's somebody in your hood that you're not cool with. Remember that. Let's keep it going.
I'm busy getting rich. You think that I'm gonna stop for you? I built this on my own and everybody know it's true. Still niggas act like they supposed to have control of what I do, but look, they don't got a clue. But what
Me and Nipsey had a fallout. He had my equipment, and I wanted to use my equipment. He got mad because I got my equipment back. So then that's when our conflict started. I ended up getting the equipment back and said, I'm gonna move it right here at my shop on 43rd and Crenshaw. And then everybody can get there all the time. Nip, you can get to when you want to. So he got mad. You ain't gonna get on my way, you on my way, bro. He ain't like that. He's supposed to make a diss song about me. Well, I ain't no rapper, I'm a scrapper. So we end up having to come talk about that. Pull up the homies, and Nip admit it's wrong, but still there's some consequences to your wrong. I came to pick him up that morning so he can get his discipline. And his brother got in the way. Talking about my brother not going nowhere.
Somebody said 89 Elohim said, man, wait, that's breaking news. Black Sam Wyatt, Bricc Jordan. Nah, not Bricc with the Kill Squad. That's not breaking news. If you know, you know. That ain't breaking news at all. That's just actual facts of something that happened in the past. It's really not breaking news whatsoever. It was known that Shitty Cuz and Shitty Cuz clique got smoked with Nipsey in them clip. It's been known. That's known information. If you know, you know. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, you could love Nipsey all you want. That's cool. But remember, Nipsey still was in the hood. Nipsey still was a gang member, still a Rolling 60s Crip. Yeah, he built business out there, but he still had smoke with people. The gang stuff don't stop if you just because you out there making a difference, nigga. That don't change nothing. It's still the hood, and it's the hood stuff still happens, and you still a gang member. So gang stuff is gonna still happen. Him creating better for other, gang members and all that don't mean nothing. If you still got smoke, you got smoke. Nipsey called Shitty Cuz a rat, and you know the end result of that. It's that simple. People who keep saying, oh, that's Big U's responsibility, don't know nothing of what they talking about. They just talking because they don't know. And that's a fact. Let's keep it going.
The beef would be squashed, though the feelings between the two would never be the same. Their relationship would take a national spotlight after one gloomy day at the end of March 2019, where Nipsey will be shot to death in front of his Marathon store by a fellow neighborhood 60 called Shitty Cuz, aka Eric Holder. Though Eric Holder will be charged and convicted for the murder, even to this day, Big U will be accused of having a say in this murder, accused of giving Holder a green light. This will be marked by eerie clips of Henley's response to the killing of Nipsey.
If you don't got proof that he greenlit it, first of all, this happened not long after Nipsey called him a rat, by the way. Do you think that this nigga gotta go through Big U to up it on Nipsey? He don't. You said Big U had to give the green light. No, he don't have to give him anything. Listen, man, people got smoke in their own hood. He didn't have to give that nigga no green light to do nothing. That nigga did it off the strength that he called him a rat. For the people that keep saying Big U had to green light it, where's your facts? If you don't got no facts to back that, you just talking. Once again. Now, I'm not the person that's just here to play Big U defense because I don't know Big U. I might have spoke to him once on Clubhouse in the past because I know people that know Big U. But I'm not here to defend nobody, but I am here to say right is right and wrong is wrong, and that, hey, you can't prove that Big U did anything to Nipsey, bro. You can't prove that he greenlit anything because guess what? Nipsey called Shitty Cuz a rat and Shitty Cuz did what he did. It's pretty much that simple. I don't know how much you want me to explain it. It's really not that difficult to understand. You feel what I'm saying? It's really not. I'm just gonna keep it honest with y'all. Smash up on the like, hit the like, share the video. Let's keep it going.
One he always referred to as someone he saw as his son.
Justice for them.
These accusations would only get stronger after a self-proclaimed enforcer of Big U, Luce would confess to the world on the No Jumper podcast that Henley previously knew that Nipsey would be murdered a half an hour before it occurred.
Now, this is why stuff is messed up, right? Because Luce Cannon is a fake Rolling 60. He's not a member. He's not from LA. He's from IE. This whole thing was orchestrated by Wack. Now, I want you to pay very close attention to Wack and how Wack is looking at Luce Cannon. Now, Wack is also known to be an extortionist, by the way. He's an extortionist. He usually has dirt on the people that he can manipulate. So him manipulating Luce Cannon only means he got dirt on Luce Cannon. But he manipulated Luce Cannon to push this story on purpose to make Big U look insane, okay? Luce Cannon is not a Rolling 60s Crip. He's not from LA. He's not from the 60s. He's from IE. He's not even from Los Angeles. Yeah, he got that Yankee hat on, but he's a poser. And No Jumper Studio is not located in LA neither. By the way, some people think that No Jumper Studio is in LA. Nigga, it's not. It's not located in LA. It's in a different part of Cali. All right? I'm just saying. There's a lot of misconceptions that people are trying to, buy into, but these things are false narratives, gang. I'm just going to keep it 1,000 with you. But let's continue.
So he FaceTimed me and stuff like that. He was like, Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, 6 I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey, and I'm like, Nipsey, What's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone. So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, yeah, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey.
You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answered the phone.
Yeah.
And 30 minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early.
This episode would be removed off of YouTube after being hit with a cease and desist issued from Henley himself. Although Big U would hold a peace walk in an attempt to unite LA gangs, he would not attend Nipsey's funeral or procession.
Do me one small favor before we...
Hey, look. You know they had beef, right? Let me make this make sense, right? If you had beef or smoke with somebody, right? Odds are you're probably not gonna be attending a funeral, or the family or the people around it not gonna have you attend a funeral. You think Black Sam would have wanted Big U to attend Nipsey's funeral? No. Black Sam had to let off a round behind Big U trying to DP Nipsey over some studio equipment. So therefore, no, it wasn't gonna be Black Sam not gonna have him come through or pull up, because Nipsey wouldn't have wanted him there neither, because there's smoke, right? So if there's beef, that's just what it is. You don't get to control that narrative. You don't get to make stuff up just because you don't like it. Nigga, that's what it was. That's what it was. I'm just saying. All right? Boss Lady says, well, the video of Big U laughing really didn't help. Okay, he laughed. Do you know what he was laughing at for sure? Like, do you know exactly what he was laughing at? I'm just asking, because we don't know. You dig what I'm saying? We don't know anything. We're speculating. You're speculating. You're speculating on why he did it. It's like people are speculating on why Sauce Walker waited to make a post about Say So P passing away. It's the same thing. We can't jump to conclusions when we don't know. I'm just saying, you don't know why he was laughing. But I do know he ain't have nothing to do with Nipsey getting unalived, because the situation as to why Nipsey got unalived don't got nothing to do with Big U. And that's a fact, whether you like it or not. Just saying. People got to think logically, get out their feelings. I'm going to just say that. Think more logically, get out your feelings. That's all I can honestly say. That's all I can say about that. You dig? Run up these likes, smash the like, share the video. Where did we leave off? Somewhere around here.
A Crips gang leader in Los Angeles is wanted on federal RICO charges.
On March 20th, 2025, the FBI would drop a bomb on not only Big U, but a considerable amount of fellow gang members, hitting Big U with a 107-page indictment that detailed horrific accusations of robbery, extortion, prostitution, and fraud.
Authorities say Eugene Henley Jr., known as Big U, ran a criminal enterprise that committed a series of racketeering crimes, including extortion, human trafficking, fraud.
This indictment would detail an even more grim picture of Big U's alleged relationship with a host of rappers, claiming Big U would use a method called checking in to extort out-of-town athletes and rappers for money and...
Cap. That ain't what checking in means, gang. It's cap. Do niggas get extorted in LA and Cali all the time, champ? We get extorted in the Bay. We get extorted in Los Angeles. We get extorted anywhere, champ. Checking in is not what you think it is. See, I'm going to tell y'all who exactly made that checking in and extortion thing. Go back to 6ix9ine talking that nonsense. 6ix9ine painted a lot of narratives too, which is why you see Wack doing it. Wack learned this lie snitching behavior from 6ix9ine. That's a fact. When 6ix9ine and Wack did that interview on Akademiks podcast, like going on a good 4 or 5 years now, that's where Wack got the lie snitching from. And you're going to learn more about the lie snitching in a few, by the way. Okay? This is where the lie snitching comes into play, because that's not what checking in means. Okay? People have automatically jumped into this conclusion based on Wack repeatedly saying this, saying that that's what checking in means. That's not what checking in actually means, though. And extortion is extortion. Checking in is just checking in. Niggas, Schoolboy Q even said this on a Drink Champs podcast. We're gonna go back to Drink Champs. I'm gonna keep going back because Big U was on there, Schoolboy Q was on. He said, yo, look, sometimes niggas come to LA trying to check in with me. That's not extortion. You think that Schoolboy Q was gonna say that niggas was asking me to extort? Like, niggas check in because they're asking someone that they know personally, all right, if it's good to come to the city or not, and things like that. It's not this false narrative that Wack and other people are trying to say that it is. This originated from 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine gives Wack 100 the game on lie snitching, and then here we are. You dig? I'm just saying. Run up these likes. Hit the like. Share the video. We're going to keep it going.
Industry favors. Checking in is a system where individuals or a company must contact the locals or take the risk of being robbed or shot at. Many times these individuals are not paying for protection from others, but unknowingly the same locals that they were paying.
Been rumors that LA is probably one of the most dangerous places for rappers. Do you believe that's true?
Yeah, because I mean everybody be checking in. That's your favorite thing to do. Check in with somebody that's gonna rob your stupid ass.
Right.
Wow. Yo, you think that guy, the guy that you don't know, motherfucker in California got your back?
So, Schoolboy Q was pretty much referencing how, look, y'all be trying to check in with niggas y'all don't know to go to the hood. But for what? Because it's an even longer video than that. But Schoolboy Q alluded to saying this, hey, why y'all want to be in the hood anyway? You dig what I'm saying? And then he also said, niggas hit me up. Like, yo, is it good to come to the city right now and all this other stuff? If you checking in with somebody you don't know, then you're an idiot. Why are you checking in with someone you don't know? You don't know them niggas. You feel what I'm saying? So then you would set yourself to be robbed, but that's not extortion. Setting yourself up to be robbed is not extortion. Extortion is extortion. You feel what I'm saying? Getting set up to be robbed is not extortion. You are an idiot because you don't know them niggas and you trying to check in with some random gang members you don't know. You have to have some type of rapport with the people that's out there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I would have to hit up somebody I know, like, if I'm coming to LA. But who in the world wants to go to these niggas' hoods? Like, why would you be trying to go to LA to go to the hood and not have a good time, bro? Like, going to the hood is asking for nonsense to take place. I'm just saying, like, bro, it's common sense to me personally. Run these likes up, though. Smash up on the like, share the video. We're going to keep it going.
Production in the hood. That's how we do it, man.
Top flight, baby. Yeah.
GB running this here movie set in the hood.
Come on out here.
Coming out here and checking in with GB, getting these movies done. You better know it. Sure. Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in,
oh well. Just gonna check your ass out.
We're gonna check you in, all right. We're gonna check it all.
Another misconception. Bro, you know how many movies they done did out there in LA, gang? They done did so many movies in LA, bro. Especially in the 90s and all that. They done did a lot of movies in these people's hoods, man. You think they got extorted to do that? You think him saying checking in means that they getting extorted? That doesn't make sense. What, they gonna extort the production company, nigga? I'm just saying, does that make sense? Does it make sense that, hey, they came to the people's hood and they got extorted to make the movie? I'm just saying. That's not what that means, bro. That's not what that means, bro. If you in them people hood, all right, yeah, you gotta let them know that you have to talk to somebody. I'm just saying, you gotta talk to somebody. I mean, you're going to the hood. You're going to some place it gets real crazy at. You feel what I'm saying? It might not be the good idea that week to film the movie there because there's some type of smoke between them and another neighborhood. You dig what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Run up these likes. But look, it depends on what perspective you're looking at this from, because if you're looking at it from the perspective of the type of narrative that was painted around it, then you're going to have a different perspective of what you're hearing. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Run up these likes, though.
Your equipment?
Henley's aggressive method of making artists and companies check in garnered him all kinds of income, and favors, even ushering himself into the movie industry where he appeared in a list of movies such as Force of Execution with Steven Seagal.
Oh, martial arts and movie with Steven Seagal. That was the movie was Force of Execution with Steven Seagal, Danny Trejo, and Ving Rhames. And basically, you had to be karate expert to be in the movie. I had a fight scene in there. It was fun.
Inside the indictment, it would state that a rapper with the initials RR would have to cough up thousands of dollars to stave off of potential termination of a rapper with the initials MM. The assumption would be the two rappers were Rick Ross and Meek Mills. Ross at the time had Meek Mills signed to his label.
We in LA. When I go to Chicago, I respect Chicago wholeheartedly. I check in. When I go to Atlanta, I check.
I respect Atlanta wholeheartedly. I check in. I respect Chicago wholeheartedly. I check in. So Big U's being extorted in Chicago and Florida, right? When he did the check-in episode with Mano when he went to Brooklyn, who did Big U check in with? Mano. You think Mano extorted Big U and him and Big U as friends? Let's be realistic. Understand what the terminology is being used. Stop listening to these bozos, man. Y'all listening to police tell y'all niggas what checking in means, nigga. You're listening to a cop and an informant tell you what some hood politics mean in LA, and they not even from LA. You hear the man out his own mouth. Yo, salute to Shorty Nick in the chat, man. Niggas talking about extortion in the Olympics is right around the corner, shaking my head. Hey, look, man. One thing that a government would do when there's about to be a huge event in the city is they gonna clean sweep the city before the Olympics or whatever big event is about to start. And that's a fact. If you know, you know. I'm just saying. You dig? Run up these likes. Man should like, share the video. Let's keep it going.
Check in. When I go places, I check in. And I don't think nobody is safe. I know dudes right now from LA who are actual gang members who have been robbed for their jewelry, who real killers. You just caught slipping. You know, that's how it is. You know what I mean? And you try your best not to be slipping. And if you have the means not to, why do it?
The paperwork would also claim that rapper P&B Rock was warned by Big U that he could be robbed for not checking in and instructed if he gave up the items, Big U will be able to retrieve them.
So when it happened, I wish I could have just told him, like, bro, just...
Why did y'all use this mustard colored mook as an example? We gonna use the biggest clout chaser. We gonna use the owl version of Luce Cannon known as Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell was just a very much owl and penguin like version of Luce Cannon, nigga. Y'all using a gay mook mustard dipping sauce. A mook mustard dipping sauce version of Luce Cannon. You dig? Come on, gang. This is who y'all using for content. This guy's the biggest liar and clout chaser I've ever seen. I mean, this is the same guy that told Doggy Diamonds he was gonna take his buns, which almost got his YouTube account deleted. By the way, salute to Petty Capital with $2 in town taxes says we gotta stop this. White people don't gotta check in. You think they don't? How you know that, champ? You think that all white folks go places and they don't have to tap in with nobody? I wouldn't say that, champ. Listen, man. There's certain white folks that do gotta check in with somebody. It ain't Big U, but it's somebody, bro. You think that there's no white folks that's checking in? It depends on what kind of white folks we speaking on, though. You dig? It depends on what kind of white folks we speaking on. We got bozo. See, I already knew when I'm covering content like this that I got to get people up out of here. So I already know what I got to do. I ain't gonna lie. I know what I got to do. Run up these likes, though, man. Smash the like, share the video. Listen, man. You know where you're going if you come in here glazing. I ain't gonna lie. Hit the like, share the video.
Give up the jury, and we get it back to you later. But it just happened so fast, and he wasn't cooperating. And that's when they took it off of him by force. You know what I'm saying?
At about 1:15 p.m., Southeast Patrol officers responded to the 100 block of Manchester Avenue for a robbery that just occurred. When they arrived, they found a male suffering gunshot wounds, and that male was then transported to the hospital.
I'm listening to him break down how him and Big U were sitting in the same Roscoe's where PNB Rock got his TV turned off. You telling me that it's coincidental that
Coincidental, that nigga said that he went to the Roscoe's on Broadway. We literally did a live last night. Nigga said he went to the Roscoe's on Broadway, nigga. The Roscoe's where PNB got unalived at was in Manchester in Maine. That's not the same location. Number two, he's lying. That nigga wasn't even at no Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles that day. Neither was Big U. He's a liar. What business was Luce Cannon conducting when Luce Cannon is not a member of the Rolling 60s Crips? As a matter of fact, he's not a member of no gangs whatsoever. That nigga is from IE. You hear that? IE. That's not even in Los Angeles. Did you know that, champ? Yeah. Before this bozo makes you look dumb because Wack 100 put a battery in his back to pretend he was a Crip, pretend he was a Rolling 60 Crip to be very much exact. Now we got people regurgitating nonsense. Nigga not even from their hood. Smash the like, share the video, man.
Big U and Luce Cannon just so happened to be sitting in that Roscoe's when PNB Rock got murdered?
But the most horrific story to be highlighted in this indictment would come from an unknown rapper on Unique's music roster that would never get a chance to shine, whose story would share eerie similarities to that of the late great Nipsey Hussle. This young rapper will be described in the paperwork with the initials RW, which would stand for Rashawn Williams. The story would sound like it came straight from a mafia movie. Rashawn Williams, a 21-year-old whose relationship with Henley go back to his early youth, where he was reportedly a product of Henley's Youth Football League that Big U birthed out of his development options charity. He was a wide receiver who attended Crenshaw High and was reportedly friends with Big U's son, Deion Henley, who is now a professional football player for the San Diego Chargers. In the paperwork, it would state that Williams was housed and funded by Henley, where he would attempt to develop Williams into a mainstream artist. Big U would award Williams studio time, in which was received reluctantly, which angered Big U. It would be in January 2021 where the relationship would take a dark turn, when a studio session, RW allegedly drafted a diss track toward Big U in which he would use the studio time to record. This story sounds very similar to Nipsey Hussle's story, where he seemingly recorded a diss track toward Henley, which the streets would say turned their situation upside down. In RW's song, he would state that Big U is the bro that makes the money, and that for this track, he himself could be shot in the face with a 38 for thinking shit is sweet. But Rashawn's diss track would never see the light of day. The indictment would state that Williams agitated Henley so much that he would immediately drive from LA to Vegas at a moment's notice to...
Hold on a second. Somebody said, nah, we can only really play stuff without. That's not what I'm talking about, bro. You didn't hear what I said. I said distinctly that who's to say that certain white folks don't check in? Yeah, they check in with other white people. You don't know what goes on. I mean, there's white street stuff that goes on. Y'all forgot, nigga? They're in the streets too. Certain types are in the streets too. Y'all forgot. Y'all thought it was just only us. It's not only us. Bro, it's not only us, bro. We're not the only ones in the street. It's different people in the street too. Don't forget. And the mob does business with gangs, black gangs, all the time. By the way, yeah. You might want to do your research on that. I'm just saying. You dig? Smash up on the like, share the video. Let's keep it going.
Confront RW for numerous reasons. When Big U arrived at the studio, one of the first moves he would make, according to the paperwork, is remove all surveillance at the studio and the recording equipment used to record the diss track. He would then go to meet up with Williams at an Airbnb he booked for him using someone else's account. This would be the last time anyone would see Williams alive, as he would be found the morning of January 25th, 2021. Williams will be found dead in a ditch located near the Las Vegas 15 freeway with a gunshot to the face, which feds say was done with a .38. The family would state after this, Henley would immediately remove RW from all his social media. Rashawn's aunt would state that Henley, one who consistently called her once a week after this event, would never talk to her again. The family would not give up, giving the LVPD as much evidence as possible. This story would recently be moved forward by a boxer/60 member 600.
Oh, a cop. This is a policeman we looking at right here, gang. By the way, 600. 600, my 600-pound life, by the way, nigga. That nigga's a sumo wrestler / boxer / a part-time policeman, nigga. He's a part-time informant, nigga. On his free time, he tell on niggas. Yeah. The 77th Division of the LAPD gave this nigga a badge as a chain pendant. I told y'all this yesterday. And I told y'all another day, too. This nigga had a diamond encrusted police badge pendant on a tennis chain that was given to him by the 77th Division of the LAPD. Facts. You dig? Yeah. 600 is out of pocket. 600 super out of pocket. A part-time rat, nigga. Run up these lights, man.
You didn't come to the funeral, didn't offer any type of assistance for the funeral, and he blocked you guys. You know, it's just, I'm just wondering whatever happened to this case. So let's just read through the case. Police, homicide suspected after body found in desert near Apex. Okay. North Las Vegas police are investigating a homicide after body was found this week in a desert area just outside of the valley. Police said they got a call around 9 a.m. Monday about a person found lying in the area near Las Vegas Clark Peterson Boulevards, about 4 miles northeast of Las Vegas Motor Speedway near Apex. On arrival, and found the body of a man. Officers arrived and found the body of a man between ages of 25 and 35 years old. Detectives and crime scene investigators responded, and the matter of the death had been determined as a homicide. Clark County Coroner's Office identified the body as 21-year-old Rashawn Williams of Los Angeles. Williams died from gunshot wounds, according to the coroner's office. Death has been ruled a homicide. So, I mean, that's all that we heard about this thing. This was, 4 years ago. And I want to send a question to Big U. Aside from the allegations you got with the street stuff, the streets don't really hold no weight. But as a man, and you say you for the community, and this young man was living with you.
This nigga like 44 years old with box braids, nigga. 44 years old, yeah. Your boy 600 is not a young person. 600 like 44 years old, gang. Still pull it. He's an aspiring rap major. He got a major in ratting. He got a rap major. Yeah, he went to the University of Peru, Phoenix too, right? To get his rap major. Yeah, he a major rap. And he got rap majors too. Yeah, he got rap majors and he's a major rap. Two things can be true. All right. But that's your boy right there, man. He getting awards at one of the lowest precincts in LA possible. You dig? The lowest precincts. You dig? That's his. See, what y'all don't realize is those is disguised box braids. See, that ain't his real head because he a cop, nigga. He gotta play the part. He gotta look like he one of these YNs, even though he old as hell. Even though he's old as hell, he gotta be a pretend YN. You right? He gotta play the part, nigga. He gotta get box braids like he a YN, though. Even though he 44 years old and is an aspiring informant, nigga. An aspiring federal informant. Yeah, he's an informant right now. He just ain't federal yet. He's still a state level informant. He ain't reached federal informant yet. He's trying to get to that level right now. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get to that level though. Run up these likes, smash the like, share the video. Let's keep it going.
And you have no answers. You have tried to find no answers. kid was living with you, man. He played football at Crenshaw High School. And, like, what do you got to say about this? Like, what's your input on it? How do you feel about it? Because I've seen you go out and say, you know, when homies got killed, that if anybody got any information, to give it to you. You said this before, so why haven't you said this about the young man who was living with you at the time he got murdered? You know, people sound to be a gangbanger, you know, they kind of come to territory. You know, some things, you know, you'll end up dead or in jail. But this situation right here was a little different.
Wack 100 would also be in contact with the family, keeping track of the progress. It was Wack who would be the first to discover the situation would come down to DNA, discovered under Williams' fingerprints.
When did the test come back? When did the DNA come back?
It came back 2 months ago.
And they still ain't arrested the nigga?
Well, they told me between me and you, please, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
Gotcha. I'm going to sit back and watch the show. You know, I don't give
and they basically going to put his case and Nipsey Hussle case together. The same person that the DNA that the lawyer for Nipsey Hussle is going to take up, be doing my brother case too.
You mean the DA?
Yeah. Yeah.
District attorney. Oh, okay.
This story.
Crazy part. The DNA that's on the body can't be proven to be Big U's, but because the feds don't give a damn and this nigga's the head of the RICO, they don't care who DNA is under it. And they can't identify whose DNA is currently under it. And that's a fact. But they're going to put it on Big U anyway. They don't care. They're going to put it on Big U anyway. They don't care. Feds don't give a damn, nigga. Whoever they said did it, nigga. Hey, look, man. We can't prove your DNA is on this, but guess what, nigga? Your DNA is on it, nigga. What? Now what? That's it. Yeah, you playing with the feds, nigga. 99% win ratio. Nigga, the feds will always be the 96 Bulls no matter what, nigga. They win ratio is insane. All right? They got a 99% chance of winning. Your odds are incredibly low. Just saying, man. Just saying. This is what's going on. Now, whoever this shorty is that Wack was talking to was talking about a very much accurate time and date where the feds came marching in on Bricc, Baby, Luce Cannon, which is crazy enough, and the rest of those guys on the RICO. So, I don't know who shorty is, but she got to be somebody. And then they said they're trying to tie in the Nipsey case to Big U. Like, what? These narratives is going way too far. I'm going to just say that, but let's keep it going.
It will be one of the main highlights that will shake the internet, portraying Henley as a mob figure participating in robbery, extortion, and executing mob-like murders. The feds would take to the media to mark Henley as the head of a RICO organization and the main target of Operation Drawdown, playing off of one of Big U's monikers, Draws. This would also mark Draws as a fugitive, stating that most of the culprits named in the RICO investigation were already apprehended.
No, other than he's a fugitive and he's being sought by law enforcement, and we're obviously looking for him as we would any fugitive who's engaged in the type of conduct that's alleged here.
The moment Big U's indictment was an artist, once connected to his label, quickly began to speak.
He's a monster, and everything that he's getting right now, he definitely deserves it. Well, you know, he jumped on me. He lured me over to Nipsey Hussle's shop. He jumped on me while I was pregnant, beat me up, made me go to another.
Careful with this person, by the way. This is somebody who was working with Wack. Just saying, be careful. Careful what you listen. I'm just saying. Some of y'all don't remember. There was a video footage of her purposefully trying to get Big U to do something to her. She like threw a water bottle at him or something for no reason. Like, she's legitimately crazy, dog. Like, seriously. I know it sounds good and all that that, you know, she's saying this, but I'm telling you directly, shorty works with Wack. So be very careful who you listen to. All right, you might say an champ. Some bulls earlier would say you're a Big U apologist. A Big U apologist of what, nigga? I don't know what Big U did. I'm just here to break down the narratives that's not true. You dig? Bricc you and Bricc Baby are informants. That's not facts. You don't know what you're talking about, dog. Let the mayor tell you don't know what you're talking about. Stop saying that. What you're saying is false information, my boy. Is Bricc Baby an informant? Maybe. You can't prove it, though. And Big, you definitely ain't no informant. You're bugging. You don't know what you're talking about.
Other part of the neighborhood, I got jumped by 3 girls. I still have a scar on my back from that incident. He lied on me. He extorted me. He threatened people not to work with me. I mean, he did a lot. He did a whole lot. And it wasn't just a singular thing he did. He did this throughout the years with me, with events, with people, with situations. He's just a monster. He's a bully, and he deserves to be in jail. He should have been in jail a long time ago. And it's a sad situation because we're talking about a child. This was a child. Big U is a 60-year-old grown man.
Before turning...
Yeah, it sound good. It sound good. I mean, but we still see the video of you literally purposefully trying to get Big U to do something to you, though. You threw a bottle at Big U for no reason. Like, you threw a water. Why you like randomly just threw a water bottle at Big U? Like, I seen these things. You feel me? The person that was in here, yo, gang, I sent you to the gym. Now, I hope you get your shoulders in order, because one thing the mayor doesn't tolerate is liars, man. The mayor don't like police. The mayor don't like liars. He don't like clout chasers. He doesn't like weird people. You, Champ, are weirdo. But that's why we gonna get your shoulders in order. Because if your shoulders get in order, you'll be less of a weirdo tomorrow. I want you to think about what you did when you start hugging. All right. I want you to think about the lies that you told the mayor when you start hugging that shadow, that non-physical dark figure. I want you to think about what you said, Champ. All right. You told the mayor that you had proof that Big U was an informant. That's a nasty lie. I don't like that. See you tomorrow, Champ. Let's continue.
Himself in, Big U would address all the claims and who he thought was behind the indictment.
This is my last video before I turn myself in. I'm with my family. Talk to my sons. I talk to everybody, man. I'm just saying, going to deal with this fight, see what it is. I just want y'all to know, all this stuff is quagmire. Shit is all bullcrap. I just need y'all prayers. I need y'all to... I don't even know what to say. Now, 21 years, I elevated my family, come back, sit in here and write and do what I need to do until I can come back home. People are supposed to help me. I hope you help me. You can't, you don't worry about it. A lot of stuff y'all hearing is straight trash. And I appreciate the love and I appreciate people who've been helping me. I don't know. It's hard helping black people and not being hunted for doing it.
More than likely, this indictment is just the beginning of the end of Henley's reign of terror on the Los Angeles streets. An entity known to bogart and bully his way into any situation he please will now have to face his biggest enemy yet, the FBI. Before turning himself in, he would make one last declaration.
But I'm going to go turn myself in, though.
Luce ending that on Bruce, who says, what's her name, right? The rapper she accused Nip of SA after he was unalive and then changed it to Big U. That's the same psychopath. Same one, yeah. People gotta realize, man, you can't trust everybody, man. Hey, look, salute to Moxie approved for the video and all that. Even though there's a lot of wrong things in this video, but salute to you, champ. You dig? This man should share the video. We're gonna keep it going on, man. So there's another video I want to show y'all. This is an old one. This had T-Rel and AD in it when T-Rel and AD was on no jump. Basically, Big U is responding to accusations of him unaliving Nipsey Hussle, according to people who don't know what they're talking about.
It's a lot of different narratives going on around about you. And when I first met you, I'm like, and I looked at you and I'm like, and I told my girl, I'm like, nah, that nigga, he a good nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
So
you know.
and I told a couple homies too. I'm like, nah, you know, because I think I'm a good judge of character, but the rest of the world, you know, still paint you as a villain though. You feel me? So it's like damn, like how do it feel to be like? Do it fuck with you sometimes to be painted as a villain out here?
Only when it fucks with the money.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to come feel a person's energy. And I read so many books, and I read so many books, like, that you have to just go through certain things. Like, nobody's never going to see you for what you are. That's why they say Allah knows a man's heart and what other men's won't. So basically, I look at it like that. Like, I mean, you know, I got to just do it. When you dead, they're going to say all the good things you did.
Facts.
Point blank. I went to my homeboy's funeral yesterday, and I'm looking at his obituary, and I'm looking like, dang, I didn't know he did all that. And I'm just looking like, wow. You know, what a loss, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, bro, and that's all they're gonna do, read your scroll then. You know, but I mean, it's like, I gotta be the best. Even when I'm like with Maul, and I used to be with Maul, no matter what, when I walk through the door, I'm the bad guy.
For sure.
But why they put that on you though?
Because it's black. I'm black. I'm big. I fit the
Bald head
criteria.
in the motherfucker. He coming too black, big boy.
That's why you made his big rings, huh?
It's kind of
Like,
racist.
look like me.
I mean, it's kind of racist when you look at it because the big black guys are the ones you gotta watch. Remember, the only one that's gonna help you. Like,
Yeah. Yes, I'm like
I pull all the way up here by myself, right? I'm like, but then I mean, if I'm by myself, like I mostly be, I swear to God, I'd have been placed by myself, and I'd be talking to somebody, and the room would be like, Big, you was there with like 30 dudes.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm literally by myself. I stopped to talk to 30 dudes and kept moving. Like, that's just how it goes.
Or you get blamed for everything your homies do.
Everything.
Everything.
But then that's natural. That's a natural order thing because, like I was telling you, how the mind functions is basically when my homeboys do stuff or somebody do something, like your homies do it, the people going to associate it with the ones they know. If I know Big U, your first thought going to be, damn, Big U homies. If I know you, Compton, your Compton niggas just did same thing with the Hoovers, same thing with the Spanish. You only going to associate it. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean, no matter what you do, they still going to have a bad one for you.
And even the police too, because nowadays niggas be listening to the social media and all the shit, you know, because when Nip like passed away, automatically, Big U did it, or had something to do it, or did this, did it. And niggas just be like, social media, the investigator.
And
now
niggas
nigga come to your house like, hey, what's the deal, bro? You know what I'm saying? You did it.
Social media has got it wrong multiple times. Do y'all remember when P&B Rock originally passed away? The first thing they said was that his girl set him up. And nobody apologized for that once LAPD confirmed that wasn't facts. Nobody apologized. Nobody cared to apologize. So is the outrage even real? Is the question that I have. Because when P&B Rock got unalived out there at that Roscoe's on Manchester and Main, the first thing people said was, oh, it had to be the girl. She's responsible. LAPD confirmed that she had nothing to do with it. Nobody apologized for blaming the girl. Nothing. You dig? Nobody. You dig? Salute in the net on Bruce, who says, yeah, SKG is her name. Wack is on tape saying she works for him. She do. She's also a liar, just like Wack. Right? So first it was that his girl set him up. Now y'all trying to say that Big U and Luce Cannon set him up, and Luce Cannon and Big U wasn't even at that Waffle. I mean, I said Waffle House. Roscoe's. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. They wasn't even at Roscoe's. They wasn't there. And somebody like Luce Cannon could never, ever go to any Roscoe's, especially those Roscoe's. Can't go there. Luce Cannon not from LA. Luce Cannon will be so uncomfortable going to a Roscoe's in them LA hoods. He will be incredibly uncomfortable because he's not from there. He not from there. He don't know nobody over there. He's not from LA. He don't belong there. Run up these likes, game. We're gonna keep it going.
Like, niggas are suckers for switching too, because I seen when that shit first happened, how they was man, that shit was crazy. Like, I remember Unc went live too, and he's sitting there talking about it.
I'm like, that's crazy that y'all, if y'all really know them and you know their situation, them niggas loved each other. Like,
bro, now you don't even got to go through that. We was just in every video. Like how we was beefing when all his songs, every album he put out, since we had the so-called altercation, he shouted me out. He got the goddamn keys to the city. Like what? Didn't he say, I want to be Big U? Oh no, what did he say? Big U, like J Prince and Big Draws? And then I mean, like, what did he say? He shouted me out of every song. But you gotta figure that's not gonna make no sense though. Cause people make money. You know how much money people made off of saying that?
For sure.
Can't stop it.
Yeah. YouTube's all that shit.
Oh man, they
give
was
a check.
killing it. They was killing it. And then I had to figure out, because I remember, I'm gonna tell you, when I watched was it T.I. going through what he was going through, then I watched Mar going through what he was going through, I watched Suge go through what he was going through, and I was like, damn. I'm really like in that position. I'm like really in the position where it's the most asinine thing. You know what's crazy to me too? The president wrote a letter to the Nip family. And they vowed to find all who had involvement with it. What the fuck would I still be doing here?
Right.
So it was like, then I'm like, but like you said, when people who don't like,
they already solved the case. And y'all still want to tie Big U to it. They already solved the case. They have locked up the person and unalived it. But for some strange reason, people think they got all the answers. Oh yeah, well, Big U had a hand in that. Nigga, how? How did he have a hand in it? What's so complicated about believing that the man Nipsey called a rat, came back and unalived him for calling him a rat? You know how serious it is to call another gang member a rat or anybody in the street a rat? That's a serious thing to call somebody. Calling somebody a rat or a Geppetto is a serious thing that you don't want to do. You dig? Bloody Mirror says, so we saying Big U's innocent? He's innocent in the unaliving of Nipsey, yes. I don't know about everything. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying the man's innocent of anything. It's the point that you can't put something on someone like that and there's zero proof and it really ain't got nothing to do with them. It's that simple. Now, is he innocent as an individual? No, he's a gang member. Big U is a gang member. He can't be innocent. No gang member is an innocent individual. You are a gang member. You signed up for whatever type of nonsense comes your way. There's no such thing as an innocent gang member. However, people can turn their life around too, though. Some people lead the life alone. Some people do. Some people are actively gangbanged to whatever. But the fact of the matter is, you having people paint narratives of things that Big U was not a part of. And that's it's as simple and plain as that. I can't make it no more clear than that. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I'm really trying to say. But let's continue.
Like you can use that against you. And I told my homies, I said, look, pay attention, bro. And I go to people, and I'm like, it's a whole side of LA that don't like us. They supposed to diss me. We one fraction that everybody don't like.
For real.
And then somebody asked me, well, why do people do that? Because they don't like me. They supposed to do it. If it was somebody that was grinding that I didn't like, I'm going to make a fake page and say, yeah. I think, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't going to make no fake page, though. I just said.
I mean, but that's what niggas nowadays would do.
Yeah,
that's how they'll get you. They'll sit there and have, you see 2 followers on there, you bitch ass nigga.
But look, though. Used to be a lot, though. A lot knows best, though. Because he took me through that to get me to where I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't go through that, with them trashing and tarnishing my name, I don't have a voice today. You know what I mean?
And on Slauson, that little shopping center, it was kind of dead before him, and then he like kind of had that shit thrive, and now that shit dead again. You think that should have ever like pick up and be thriving again?
It's not really dead.
It's a tourist
The
spot
police
now,
moved it. Yeah. The police, because the little dudes over there just not looking at the business side. And it's still so much violence they bringing over there. But it's a major tourist, it's a tourist attraction. Like, it's not dead. Them dudes making like $40,000 on that corner. a month.
You know how many people I done seen hop out to take pictures?
They making $40,000
They come to
a
LA.
month.
They come to LA just to go take pictures by the mural and all that shit.
Because they selling shirts and doing all the whole little shit over there.
Doing the whole thing.
Okay, guys, we want to thank you so much for getting us to 100.
Get your Geppetto ass off the screen, nigga. Somebody asked you to pop out, nigga. Get your Geppetto ass up off the screen, gang. You heard? Bounce up out of here. Anyway, the homie Point and Shoot dropped a very great video that we about to look at. It's the last video I'm gonna play on. I'm out of here. I ain't gonna lie. Catch me in the Discord after, if you choose. The homie Point and Shoot made a great video. Fire. Talking about Wack and his live snitching ways that have implicated other people such as Luce Cannon and Big U. We're gonna take a look. Salute to the chat, man.
Okay, so for this video, I want to talk about Three Fingers Wack 100 and how he lined up Luce Cannon to get arrested by the federales. And so I want to explain. So one of the things that Luce Cannon is locked up for right now is for the Great No Jumper Brawl of 2024. This is when Luce Cannon was seen on video buffaloing some guy in the head with slam, and he forced him to take an unexpected nap, and then he ran his pockets and disrobed him and left him naked for dead. What? This is the Great No Jumper beatdown, but this is in the indictment. This is what Luce Cannon is in trouble for right now. And what they're saying is on the internet, people are saying that Wack Three Fingers lined this whole thing up and used Luce Cannon to beat up someone he didn't like, and now Luce Cannon is in jail for it. And Wack Three Fingers is parading around dry snitching on him, saying that it was all Luce Cannon, and this is basically telling. This is telling, guys.
Wack didn't run out on no bullshit.
Right, but the people that you invited are the ones who got involved in this bullshit. And from my perspective, this was all like a big PR thing. Because why was somebody filming before it even started?
Yeah, so someone was filming before it started, indicating that.
You watching Radic in real time. You watching real-time Radic. Point and Shoot is breaking down how much of a POS Wack is that he uses, puts batteries in people's back to do his dirty work. And as soon as things hit the fan, guess what he gonna do? He gonna throw him under the bus. Just like a Fed should. Just like a confidential informant should. Doing his best police work. I thought you was my friend, champ. The only friend he got is his badge. By the way, his best friend is Gomez. Yeah, Gomez in the squad car. That's his friend, not you, champ. You were a tool. You got used as a tool. Now you're going to jail, champ, all right? It's cheese sandwiches and Jack Mac for the rest of your ever-loving life, nigga. Let's continue.
It was planned. Okay, so I want to explain this entire beating. So I guess Three Fingers Wack had a business deal for a low-budget TV show with these two guys, Travis Ford and Mozzie. And apparently Wack wanted to bring the 16 in on the deal because I think he wanted the 16 to help promote the show with his No Jumper platform. So he needed the 16. So they were going to have this meeting at the No Jumper building, just the four of them, Three Fingers Wack, Mozzie, Travis Ford, and the 16 of Nashua. It was supposed to be those four.
It's hilarious that he's holding him to 16 in Nashua. Nashua is a city out there in what you call it, in where he from again? New Hampshire. Yeah, Nashua is a city in New Hampshire. One of my peoples told me that, yeah, that's a place where all of the white trash is at out there in New Hampshire. That's where he's from. Right? Travis Ford, I actually did a couple videos with in the past. Crazy enough. Crazy enough, I'm not gonna lie. You might have seen Travis Ford on the Mayor's channel once upon a time. I ain't gonna lie. Let's continue.
But the meeting was canceled.
Mozzie canceled with Wack. Wack called me and told me not to show up.
And so what happened was this Jay Reed guy, the guy that got beat up at the No Jumper facility, he showed up to the meeting anyway. He says, I'm going anyways because he's got some business. He wants to do some business.
He tells him, I'm going up there anyway. Right?
And so what happened was Jay Reed annoyed some people by overstepping and trying to like slither into a business dealing that he wasn't invited to. And so he was annoying Three Fingers Wack and Travis Ford and everyone. He's being a pest. And this is why people are saying that this was a setup. That Wack Three Fingers knew that Jay Reed was coming. Travis Ford probably told Three Fingers Wack, like, hey, this guy's going anyways. This guy's out of control. And Wack was probably like, we gonna see about that. I got a loose cannon. We gonna do the whole thing. And you know, he wanted Wack Three Fingers wanted to do some gangsta shit. What? But he's not a gangster, so he needed loose cannon. Does this make sense? I hope this is making sense. I want to actually go to a clip here before I get too carried away.
When I call him and say, yo, bro, what's up with this dude? Know what he tells me? He said, Wack, dude called me at 5:56 and said he on his way to No Jumper. And I said, I said, why? Mozzie canceled with Wack. Wack called me and told me not to show up, right? I don't know this dude. All I know is Travis Ford and my owner, number 2. That's it. I don't know this dude, right?
So Wack Three Fingers says that he doesn't.
Why does Wack look like a chicken nugget dipped in a lean cup, like a styrofoam cup? Why does Wack look like a chicken tender that's just sitting and moving around? A living chicken tender in a styrofoam cup, champ. Why? Anybody got any answers? Because the mayor has 0 answers for that one. Yeah, this nigga is in a styrofoam cup as a chicken tender. With no flavor. Like, you ever seen a flavorless chicken tender without seasoning, nigga? This is the same thing. Yeah, he has an odd shape for a chicken tender, but nonetheless, he's still a chicken tender no matter what. Feel me? Oh, champ. Run up these likes.
No Jay Reed. He's never heard of Jay Reed. He wasn't expecting Jay Reed to show up ever. But this is actually problematic because Wack Three Fingers actually did know Jay Reed. He knew exactly who he was. He's been in pictures with him. He's gone to dinner with him. He's been on the phone with him.
You in pictures with him, at dinner with him, and you on the phone call with him prior to No Jumper.
Man, I was just in Vegas with these dudes about 2 weeks ago. And you know, you can see the picture up on about that. So
20th, you see the date?
Why do Jay Reed look like Martin's manager from the radio show in Martin, nigga? He looked like Stan, nigga. The nigga Jay Reed looked like Stan from Martin, my nigga. That's a fact. He don't look like Stan, gang. That nigga look like Stan, oh champ. Look,
gone to dinner with him. He's been on the phone with him.
You in pictures with him, at dinner with him, and you on the phone call with him prior to No Jumper.
Man, I was just in Vegas.
Nigga, that's Stan, gang. That's Martin manager from Martin. Word. Oh, champ. That's Martin's boss from Martin. Oh, champ.
With these dudes about 2 weeks ago. And you know, you can see the picture up on about that. So
20th, you see the date? There we go. See, that's everybody, right? Travis, Luce, Mozzie, Jay Reed in the back. I don't know this dude.
So Three Fingers Wack actually did know who Jay Reed was and likely knew he was coming to No Jumper that night because Travis Ford was notified by Jay Reed that he was going to No Jumper.
He said, Wack, dude called me at 5:56 and said he on his way to No Jumper.
And so it just doesn't make any sense to me that Travis Ford wouldn't then relay that message to Wack and say, hey, Jay Reed's on his way up there anyways. It doesn't make any sense. I believe that Travis Ford did in fact do that and that Wack knew that Jay Reed was coming. And it also kind of sounds like they were waiting around for him to show up.
He does what he always does. I got to get home before the baby goes to sleep. He come out here, laugh, joke, bullshit, shoot a game of pool, then we get on.
But either way, this is where the story stops making sense. Listen to this.
Soon as I saw them heads, I say, bro, whoever that is, get them out of here. When you leave, bro, I don't let nobody in this building. If you're here and it's cool, then it's cool. Donnie will tell you, soon as they walked in, I didn't even get a chance to see you. I said, yo, whoever that is, tell them wait outside, bro. I don't know if it's some loose people or what.
So when Three Fingers Wack is just systematically snitching on Loose Cannon, just blaming the whole thing on him, and he's like telling these lies like he didn't know who Jay Reed was, like he didn't have dinner with him the other day.
Just tell him wait outside, bro.
Hear that word? Systematically lie snitching. Systematically ratting. He rats with a system. He has a systematic way of telling on niggas. That's what Wack does. He's a scientific rat. He's a lab rat. Scientific. A lab rat. He played with chemicals and all that. He know rat geometry. He's a smart rat. He's an elaborate rat. A lab rat that's also elaborate. Okay? It's a fact. It's a fact. We ain't gotta, this ain't rocket science, gang. You see what it is, gang. Oh, champ. Run up these lights. Oh, champ.
bro. I don't know if it's some loose people or what. So when you called and said there's 2 people in the back,
in the front, really,
or whatever they was at, you know my people. My people, when I get here, they're here. If you ain't here when I get here, I ain't f***ing with you. So I don't send my people out. I say, Luce, whoever out there, maybe they're your people, go check. So he goes out. They motion for me to come over there.
I'm sorry, gang. I had to put bro in the shadow room. I had to put him in the gym. See, this right here is what we call intolerable Gotham behavior, right? Such actions, such things said like this will get you put in the 86K seconds of fitness, right? This will do it. This right here, you say anything suspect like this, see, you're going to be hugging shadows. Say nonsense like this to get the mayor's attention. Oh, you're going to get my attention, all right? You're going to get my attention when you go to the gym, right? Yeah, champ. You're going to go to that real shadowy gym room we got in the basement, by the way. Niggas talking nonsense in the chat like, hey, champ, listen, if you wanted a gym membership, that's all you had to say, champ. You don't got to act insane, nigga. You don't have to welcome yourself to a Frank stand to get there. Like, just ask for a gym membership. This nigga wanted a fresh Frank. He said, hey, man, I want some fresh Frank. Oh, yeah? To the fitness room you go, nigga. Ain't no fresh Franks for you. Okay? Oh, champ. You got to wipe that baby mud off the side of your lip, by the way. Wipe that baby mud off, champ. All right? Wipe that baby mud off your face. Okay? Put up these likes, man.
Dude is saying some shit like, motherfuckers think they all that, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, but when it come to this white boy, culture vulture, he get to this, all this crazy shit, right? I make the decision not to respond. You know why? I respond, Adam, who respond? You been around my team long enough to know they disciplined. They ain't finna do shit unless I do some shit. I'm not saying I ain't tell myself, I'm gonna fuck your ass up, just not right here. I ain't trying to hear what you saying. Luce says, so you came up here for content. He says back to Luce, whatever cuz how you want to put it, on gangster. Luce says, nigga, this on neighborhood, okay? In this jungle, Adam, anything gangster Crip, anything neighborhood Crip.
Wow. Okay, so this Pyru is on this podcast narrating gang-related crime. I mean, this is insane. Why is he doing this? It's almost like he wants Loose Cannon to get investigated. Seriously, what is the point of discussing this on this show? If Wack 3 Fingers is so hot under the collar from all the pressure from the interrogation of the 16, imagine what he would give to the cops. I think Wack 3 Fingers is an informant at this point. And a point I wanted to make is that Loose Cannon already made a video snitching on himself for this exact thing, this exact beating, but he gave a different story that didn't involve any type of gangbanging. And so I'm thinking, like, is Wack just trying to add gangbanging to the story because he knows the feds are watching? Could it be that Wack 3 Fingers is trying to make this appear gang related so that the feds investigate this as part of the RICO? What? I don't know. It just, I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. And so I'd like to play you.
Hold on. Kid Q said, remember when back it on Skin Down ENT after he got unallowed? I ain't gonna lie, bro. When Son got smoked, I kept the same energy. I said, hey, look, maybe he deserved it. I ain't gonna hold you, champ. Because the Skin Down nigga, Bricc Talk, whoever his name is, came on my platform talking reckless. And I had to let Son know, like, hey, bro, you clearly want problems. Whoever this Skin Down dude was asking for wreck. He was going on niggas' channels like mine talking crazy. I said, yo, bro, I don't know who the hell you think you are, bro, but you don't want no wreck over here. Chill out. You dig? Chill out. Feel me? I was like, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? So Skin Down got exactly what he was looking for because he was wilding. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Jiff 100 said the commentator is so suburban, not gonna lie. You don't know that nigga though. Listen, don't base what you hearing from somebody just because of how they sound. Point and shoot is good money. My peoples know who point and shoot is, by the way. I have very solidified individuals who know point and shoot, who know who he is. By the way, point and shoot knows what he's talking about. That's why people don't like him. Because he actually knows what he's saying. And he knows it better than some gang members, too. That's the crazy part. Well, let's continue.
You guys a clip of Loose Cannon's version of the event.
And Wack was like, no, I don't know who they are. So I'm like, oh, I don't know, but let me go out and holler at him. So I walk out and he was like, man, I got a problem with Wack. I'm like, you got a problem with Wack about what? Yeah, I just got a problem with him. I'm like, you do? So I called Wack over there. Wack, come over here. Dude was like, man, you running this type of content and stuff like that. And Wack was like, what content? Wack pulled out his phone. Once Wack pulled out the phone, he was like, oh, this content? And then the dude was like, everything is not content. I said, you right. So, y'all see the results. Smack. Let's get to it. How far do y'all expect me to go?
So Luce Cannon's version is that he knocked the guy out because he said he had a problem with Three Fingers Wack. That's very interesting. So Three Fingers Wack left that part out of his version. He didn't want the narrative to be that Luce Cannon was knocking people out on his behalf. So he changed the story and said that there was gangbanging involved, and that's what motivated Luce Cannon to knock the guy out. And so this had nothing to do with any gangbanging. This was just Three Fingers Wack trying to remove himself from any responsibility.
And firing on Jay Reed has absolutely nothing to do with on gangsters, on neighborhood.
That's what I think.
It has nothing to do with
So
that.
it sounds like Three Fingers Wack pretty much made this up, this gang enhancement situation, and just made it up. And so he's not only snitching, but he's lie snitching. That's one of the more pathetic forms of snitching. And it
Jay Williams said, y'all let radio claim 60s is crazy. Hey, man. You gotta relax, nigga. You gotta chill. Oh, shit. Yeah. That lie ratting is real, bro. The lie ratting is real. Why you keep putting everything on the neighborhood Crips for? Why you keep putting it on 60s for? Y'all let a fake so look, man. You let Luce Cannon be this fake rolling 60s guy, right? And then you keep saying everything about the 60s. 60s don't even know who the hell this nigga is. They never seen this nigga. They won't see this nigga. He not from their hood. They don't know him. The nigga came out of nowhere. The nigga not from LA. The nigga from IE. You put a battery in the nigga back. The nigga is so dumb that he honestly believes he's neighborhood Crip. He don't got no big homie. Nobody put him on. Listen, man, it's a whole bunch of nonsense. It's nonsense, bro. This nigga's an agent of chaos. Look at his mouth. Look at his mouth, Chib. He's gobbling 5 spirit franks right now, okay? His mouth is open because he's gobbling 5 spirit. It's 5 spirit franks actively entering that man's pie hole. By the way, 5 spirit franks just made way into his mouth, champ. All right? Run up these likes, man. Smash a like, share the video. Come on. Oh,
it's kind of crazier when Three Fingers Wack says that he basically stopped the situation from getting worse. Listen to this.
Y'all witness outside of no jumper. Did I do what I was supposed to do?
You didn't do anything.
No bullshit. Oh, y'all got amnesia? Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Wow. So Wack Three Fingers wants credit for stopping the beating, for saying, no, don't do that. Don't do that. He only, so here's the deal. He only started saying, no, don't do that after the gun came out. What? You can clearly see in the video, Wack Three Fingers just standing there with his hands in his pockets watching the beating take place and didn't say anything until Slam got pulled out. And you're going to be able to tell when the tussle starts and when Three Fingers Wack says, no, don't do that. Listen to this. So that was about 11 seconds of violence, and Wack just stood around with his hands in his pockets watching it happen. So I really have a huge problem with Wack Three Fingers telling on Luce Cannon on podcasts and, like, you know, explaining all this gangster activity on, you know, it's really unacceptable. He should sit there and shut the fuck up, especially because he was involved probably. He should shut the fuck up. But because of, and you know, this isn't the only thing that Luce Cannon is in jail for that Wack Three Fingers sort of lined up. The federales are actually using transcripts from a podcast that Wack Three Fingers brought Luce Cannon onto in order to get Luce Cannon to start like saying way too much about crimes. And this was how Luce Cannon got his start with his internet antics. This was his first, we hadn't seen, so this is the first time we have ever seen Luce Cannon was on this podcast.
I took Luce and set him on the side of me. When the light hit me, I made sure it hit him.
Yeah, I don't think I was that familiar with him before
Yeah,
you,
right.
you
So-
brought him on the pod.
So Wack Three Fingers just brings on this nobody named Luce Cannon and starts getting him to tell on himself and others for the sake of getting Big U in trouble, because Luce Cannon ends up implicating Big U in Nipsey Hussle's murder. Okay, so this is really insane. Look at this.
But this crazy motherfucker calls me the other day. If I get some information or some content, I'm going to fry your ass up.
Yeah,
I
it's
said,
out
nephew,
there.
this content I can't present. You got to present it because you ain't lied to me yet. He's behind a lot of shit that you've seen. You just should know it was him.
Okay.
Ooh, the writing. Look at this nigga's face. This is the real informant type of stare. See, he like, that's a real informant stare right there. Whatever he did is all him. On Paru, I got nothing to do with it. It's all him. On Paru. He is responsible for a lot of things that went on out there in LA. I don't got nothing to do with it. That's all him. On Paru. That's an informant. Look at it. That's a real informant stare, nigga. That's the stare of a true informant, gang. It don't get more informant than that, nigga. That nigga look him dead in the eyes, nigga. That's a real truthful rat right there. That's an honest ratting right there. I can't say honest ratting because this nigga's a liar. My fault. But it looked like an honest rat, though. It do. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like an honest rat to me. All right. Listen, man, this is the most rat-infused Popeye's biscuit we've ever seen, nigga. If you ever thought you had rat droppings on your Popeye's biscuit, nigga, it was just Wack 100. Don't even worry about all that. Oh, you thought you had like rat pieces on your Popeye's biscuit, nigga? That was just Wack, nigga. That's all it was. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. Don't call the Department of Health on Popeyes, nigga. That's just Wack 100. You ain't got to call the Department of Health on your local Popeyes, nigga. You know who it was. Run up these lights, gang. Come on.
I'm going to tell you off camera.
What kind of stuff?
This some shit. He's behind a lot of shit that if you see it on YouTube, you just say, no, it was him. So I know he ain't no bullshitter. Man, listen.
No, so
yeah, you got to elaborate on this shit.
I got to, because at the end of the day, it's like dealing with like, we about to go do something, hop out on something, and give you a gun that's empty.
Oh, he did that to you?
No, he did. Yeah,
Oh, he did it to somebody else? Ooh.
This nigga crazy. He really going.
Honey, okay.
So did you let him just take the 50 from you? You really didn't get a cut, or you waited to the next thing and just took more?
Yeah.
No, he avoided me. Yeah. And then, like, one day.
You know why he wanted to get a dude back to 40, right? Because he was going to make dude give him 20 for getting it back.
Of course.
And kept you out of it.
Of course. He did that to, when I did that to Meek Mills and Rick Ross.
What'd you do to them?
So,
the club, when you sweated them in the club?
Yeah.
Dude, and Meek and Rick have no idea that Draw sent you at him.
Yeah. No, yeah, they sent that because I
So
called
this
him.
really just.
Here's where we implicate Big U again. If you don't know, Big U's gang name is Big Draws, nigga. Big Draws, you even got Tiny Draws is his little homie. Big Draws is Big. You said, oh yeah, because Draws sent you to do that, right? Right, champ? Yeah. Gomez, he gave Gomez a thumbs up in the background, nigga. He was like, yeah, Draws sent. See, you see that, Gomez? I said, if Draws sent to me, said, yeah, see? Let's add to that RICO. Come on, champ. We got to add on to that. We got to make that RICO better, champ. We got to make the RICO better. Who? It was Draws, right? Gomez, look, Gomez, we got more. Get to work, Gomez. Yeah, he gotta let him know, nigga. Yeah, it was Big Draw. It was all Big U, champ. Yep, that's right. Oh, champ.
Sends a shiver down my spine watching Three Fingers Wack coaching Luce Cannon along, getting into tell on him. I mean, this is crazy. So this isn't, how is this not third party snitching?
The homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey. And so I'm like,
Wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yeah. And
you
we
like
were just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. They be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get off the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early because the homie Shitty double back 3 times. You get what I'm saying?
So that was nuts. Wack Three Fingers sounds exactly like a police officer. Same speech patterns and everything. That's very, very interesting. So Wack Three Fingers brings Luce Cannon on, gets him to make all these wild and crazy claims in a display of self-snitchery. Then Luce Cannon starts getting attention from other people like DJ Snackademics.
Interview talking about what I did to Meek Mills.
Wait, you did something to Meek Mill?
Oh, Lord.
And, you know, I do find it interesting that DJ Akademiks is interested in interviewing Luce Cannon when he had this to say about LA gang members.
All the LA gangsters, I don't know what's going on in LA. Maybe they don't sell enough drugs being in these gangs. They don't get money. They're broke, okay? I'm sorry to say, LA gang members are fucking broke. The only way they know how to get money is podcasting. Most of them are unintelligible, illiterate, don't know how to have coherence, ideas, points, or even make sentences.
Nigga, you try to do an IRL stream in LA like last week, nigga. Or the weekend that just passed for that matter, my fault. You tried to say you do an IRL in LA. That would have been a bad decision. Oh, champ. They would have turned you to a Swiss cheese Jamaican oxtail, nigga. You would have been a mixture of both. Swiss cheese times oxtail, Jamaican style. Nigga, you would have been a Swiss cheese infused oxtail. Yeah, that's what would have happened. You go down in LA thinking it was sweet. We got news for you, gang. It's a good thing you didn't make those decisions, cause boy, woohoo, oh champ, they was gonna fire you up something different. Niggas done had enough of you, nigga. All right, been a Swiss cheese Jamaican oxtail, nigga. Oh, champ.
And what they oftentimes realize the intrigue about them are, what usually is that? Is talk about crimes they've committed. So the whole LA podcast scene, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I think LA is a weird scene in general. Let me just be very clear.
No,
I really don't. I promise I don't know. It said y'all was trying to kidnap him. So explain that story. Wait, so how did you even come in contact with it? And I think supposedly there was a big U portion of it.
Yeah. So basically, so we caught him at the club where he was performing at.
So DJ Akademiks falls directly under the definition of culture vulture. He's capitalizing off of gang culture in LA, something that he despises, but he's just using it to get money, okay? And I always find it funny when DJ Akademiks talks about himself like he's this brilliant guy, like he's insanely smart.
You're the only street nigga that could keep up with me on the mic. That's a fact. I would talk circles around anyone if we had to get to an intellectual conversation.
He ain't that smart. I listened to him talk. He sounds like a
The nigga act, pick and choose his battles. He know who to play with and who not to play with, nigga. And nigga, you just get drunk a lot. And sometimes you pay for mid-tier cheeks. We seen you on that yacht, nigga. You was fully clothed, nigga. You had a black sweatsuit on the yacht, nigga. And there was some treaches that was on the boat and all that. Some little thoughts was on the boat. These thoughts was garbage. Buns wasn't bun. There was only one chick who had a BBL, and all the rest of the chicks had mid buns. All right, buns was mid, nigga. Buns was mid. Y'all paid for some cheap thoughts on that little cruise or little what was it? Some yacht y'all had. Who cares, nigga? I'm sure these was buns, nigga. How you a millionaire and you got this level of cheeks on the boat? I'll be damned, nigga. I'm not even rich, and I guarantee you I could get better buns on a boat. All right? Just because you a millionaire doesn't mean that you're all of a sudden not lame anymore. You just a lame nigga that got money. Good for you, champ. That's great. I'm proud of you, champ. You're a rich loser. A rich sucker. Congrats. You have all that money and don't know what to do with it. Yeah, there was some low tier bums on the boat. They paid for it, unfortunately. Run up these likes, man. Smash the like shit video. My bad, gang. Oh, champ.
Fucking idiot. Seriously, what's up with again? Why does he say again like 5,000 fucking times? Listen to this.
And again, we're pulling you to the side, like, again, I mean, again, so I'm on YouTube, but again, I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah, like, again, I'm not, listen, again, if I'm exploiting,
well, here goes
and again, I know, like, Kanye is really interesting. Again, it's so passionate for him. And again, you know, the optics on it, so I'm watching. Again, so you're trying to do a song with my daughter, but you wouldn't do one with me. Again, because in the past, and again, again, after seeing this indictment, again, don't you believe that again, not that the podcast was police, but even again. So again, you know, again.
Okay.
Oh, that nigga had too many Tito's. That's that Tito's language. That again language. Yeah. You gotta take another Tito shot. Again, by the way. Yeah, nigga. Again, you gotta take another Tito shot, nigga. That nigga had about, hey, listen, that nigga definitely had a back pocket full of Tito shots. Please believe, nigga. Whole back pocket stuffed with Tito shots, nigga. He had a bunch of Tito shots stuffed in his back pocket. It looked like he got a BBL. Pause, nigga. Your back pocket full of Tito's look like you got a BBL with alcohol, nigga. You got an alcohol-infused BBL, you dumbass nigga, you. Oh, champ. He's such an alcoholic, he ain't give a damn if it looked like he had a BBL or not. But the nigga had a bunch of back pockets stuffed with goddamn Tito shots. Right? Oh, champ. Look at him, champ. Again, by the way. Oh, champ. Run up these likes, man.
So that was not very intellectual sounding at all. And I'm sorry if I can't respect anyone that says again this many fucking times.
What? Again, right? Because again, now again, So again, yo, like again. So again, which again.
This nigga too? This nigga too? Oh, champ. It's both feet. Oh. Y'all got that again disease, huh, champ? Oh, they got that again disease. You hear that, champ? They got that again disease. You ever had an again disease, champ? Heard it. I heard it don't got a cure to it. By the way, yeah. Y'all niggas caught a DTS in reverse known as the again. Yeah. That's probably what happens when you pipe down mid escorts. You catch that again disease, that DTS in reverse, you know. That again. Yeah. Oh, champ. Which Walgreens prescription will solve these issues? Probably none. And that's unfortunate, you know. That's unfortunate. I ain't gonna. That's kind of unfortunate, you dig? Oh, champ. Yeah, it's crazy. We got town taxes. Oh, look, it's town taxes. Look at that, champ. We got Mystery Monk with $5 in town taxes who says the Rat Pack living through their snitching. Tell that whoopee cushion Flakko shut up before he gets deflated. Hey, maybe he needs a Tito shot. I think one Tito shot will burn a hole in the cushion. Don't you think, champ? I think so. Just saying. Salute to the chat, man. Run up these likes. We're going to keep it going. Oh, champ.
Again. So again. No. I really get niggas locked up, right? I'm really a rat.
So Wack 3 Fingers gets Luce Cannon to say all this stuff on No Jumper, and all of a sudden he's getting booked on Akademiks' little podcast. He's going on he's got a whole media tour to talk about all this stuff, and it's all because of Wack 3 Fingers, right? Wack 3 Fingers himself takes credit for this. And so knowing what Wack 3 Fingers likely knows about the feds and the police, why would he encourage Luce Cannon to do this? If Luce Cannon was really his partner, why wouldn't he say, don't do that, don't do. Why is he saying go on DJ Akademiks and tell him the story? Why are you doing that? Is it because it furthers your agenda and you don't give a fuck if Luce Cannon gets locked up? What? That's what it sounds like. I mean, the guy just sounds like a cop. Like I said, his speech patterns, the things that he says, it just sounds very police-like.
I don't let people in my car. I don't know if you paid attention. I don't let dudes in my vehicle. People get in, they smell like marijuana. You know, they may have warrants and shit. I know with me in there, I know what my situation is. So they gonna escort me back. I know they there with me. I can talk bullshit. We can pull over. I get woozy.
Wack 3 things.
Escort? That's some police language if I've ever heard it. Escort? You can't get in his car unless your name is Gomez, nigga. Your first name gotta be Gomez, nigga. You gotta be a real cop. You gotta be a real policeman, nigga. If your name ain't Gomez, nigga, can't get in this whip, champ. You might have a warrant out for your arrest. Nah, champ, your name ain't Gomez, though, gang. Your first name gotta be Gomez, nigga. Your first name, you hear what I said? Your first name gotta be Gomez, nigga. Nigga said he don't give a damn if he don't care if weed is legal, nigga. Guess what? You can't get in this car. All right? You can't get in this whip, champ. Oh, it's legal? Oh, champ. Don't matter. Run up these lights, man. Oh, this wild.
Fingers doesn't let people in his car because they may smell like marijuana and they may have warrants. That doesn't. So I won't let anyone in my car that doesn't smell like marijuana and doesn't have fucking warrants, because at least that way I can trust them and I know that they're not the fucking feds. So 3 Fingers, and I want to point out 3 Fingers Wack's been saying police stuff on podcasts for a long time. This isn't new.
He got some responsibility in getting, old boy killed that they love up there in the Bay. We ain't touched content on that, Adam.
So at the end of the day, Wack 3 Fingers likely did play a role in helping Luce Cannon provide evidence via podcast to self-snitch on himself. Wack 3 Fingers facilitated this and catalyzed the entire situation. So a lot of people are saying that Wack 3 Fingers sort of may have intentionally done this to get another rolling 60 put in the grinder. So that's the video, guys. Check out the Patreon. I'm getting ready to.
Salute to Point and Shoot. Great video, champ. Awesome. Steve for $2 in Town Taxes says, you think Big U really has something to do with Nip? No. He don't have nothing to do with Nip, because that's a shitty Cuz and Nipsey situation. That's not a situation where Big U and Nip had a situation. That's a situation solely between shitty Cuz and Nipsey Hussle. If you didn't know, shitty Cuz and Nip actually had a fight and was fighting a couple weeks before the situation happened where Nipsey calls Shitty Cuz a rat, and Shitty Cuz come back with a strap and ups it on Nip. That's just what happened. All right. If you think it's something else, then that means you're just a liar and you believe narratives. If you don't understand gang politics, you just don't understand gang politics. Some people refuse to understand gang politics and think that they understand how this thing works, but they don't get it. All right. Hey, gang, man, do the man a favor and smash up on the like, man. Hit the like, share the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Join the Discord. Discord links in the chat. It's a fire Discord. Nearly 1,000 people is in there. It's fire, gang. It's lit. If you're an agent or a spy, hey, you're more than welcome. There's been agents and spies looking through niggas' Discords for some weird reason, thinking that they have a say-so when niggas saying they Discord for some reason. For whatever reason, you know. It is what it is, though, man. Smash up on the like, share the video. Join the Discord, subscribe. Special announcement for you guys, though. Quick announcement, if you didn't know. It's the mayor. The one and only New York Mayor, F. Eric Adams. And you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. You already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you share the video. We're going to have more content tomorrow. Stay tuned for more, gang. I'm up out of here. Salute. Let's get it. Let's go.